You are standing in line. Your phone is at 1%. 30 seconds pass, and something in your chest starts to itch. Boredom is not empty time. It is a warning system, built by evolution, screaming at you to move. Psychologist John Eastwood at York University defines boredom as the unfulfilled desire for satisfying activity, paired with a brain that cannot find anything to attach itself to. Your mind wants engagement. It cannot get it, so it punishes you until you fix that. In 2014, researcher Timothy Wilson placed people alone in a room with nothing to do for 15 minutes. No phone, no book, just their thoughts. Many chose to give themselves mild electric shocks rather than sit quietly. People opted for pain over boredom. That is how seriously your brain treats unstructured time. Why would evolution build something so harsh? Imagine your ancestors 80,000 years ago. A brain that sits still and stares at nothing is a brain about to miss the rustle in the grass. Boredom needed to feel urgent. Comfort was never the goal. Survival was. Anthropologists studying the Hadza of Tanzania have noted that foraging is repetitive, but every task closes its loop within hours. Dig the tuber. Eat the tuber. Your modern loop almost never closes. You scroll a feed that has no bottom. Your ancient alarm goes off anyway, because it cannot tell an empty field from an empty inbox. Here is the twist. Boredom is the engine of motivation, not the opposite of it. Researcher Sandy Mann found that bored participants outperformed stimulated ones on creative tasks. Starved of input, their minds generated their own. Some of history's best ideas were born in the gaps. So why does boredom feel like punishment? Because your brain was tuned for a world without exits. There was no infinite scroll between the itch and the relief. Today the discomfort pushes you toward your phone instead. The signal still fires correctly. The response has been hijacked. Psychologist Erin Westgate has linked chronic boredom avoidance to increased risk-taking and impulsive decisions. What happens to a warning system nobody ever lets finish its warning? It gets louder, firing at smaller gaps until 30 seconds in a checkout line feels like an emergency. Historian Peter Toohey found boredom in writing from ancient Rome, medieval monasteries, Victorian drawing rooms. It is not caused by smartphones. What changed is the escape route. A bored monk had nowhere to go, so boredom pushed him toward reflection. You have a screen that promises an exit in half a second. The feeling survived the centuries. The patience to sit inside it did not. Neuroscientists studying the brain's default mode network have found idle minds are far from inactive. This network handles memory and self-reflection. Boredom is when your brain does its filing. Reach for a screen the instant that feeling arrives, and you interrupt a process your mind needed to finish. You almost certainly cannot remember the last time you waited 10 minutes without checking your phone. That is not weak willpower. That is a body responding exactly the way evolution built it to. Your ancestors' version of that signal led them toward food, shelter, each other. Your version leads toward someone else's vacation photos. Same alarm, different door. You do not need to eliminate boredom. Let the itch sit for 60 seconds before you reach for relief. Notice what your mind generates when it has nowhere else to go. That itch was never your enemy. It is the oldest motivational system you own, still trying, after 80,000 years, to push you towards something that matters.